Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. The Centerville Women's Civic Club is getting ready for the annual garage sale, which happens in the barn at Benham's Grove. It is a huge sale, and it's very exciting. Here to tell us more about this fantastic organization, we have Donna Berner, who is the president, and we have Hylda Strange, who is the barn sale chair, which is a huge job, I know, and also Linda Buschagen, who is the jewelry co-chair, and also a past president. So ladies, thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so exciting. I know you come on every year. You talk about this huge barn sale, which we say takes place at Benham's Grove, but the Civic Club is really involved in so many other things. So for folks who may not be knowledgeable about what you all do, tell us what the club is all about.
Well, I'm so pleased to be here to be able to tell you about this wonderful club, because it's a group of women who just do so many things in the community, not just for the Centerville Women's Club, but for the Women's Club. The whole purpose is to encourage and promote civic activities. Thank you. And so it's all for the betterment of our community. And our club members now, we have grown to 135.
Oh my goodness, wow.
135 women, and we're so pleased, yes. And I think it's just a tribute to the things that we do, and also to the women who are actually in the club and the things that they do to promote us. So we're 62 years old today, or not today, but this is our second. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and let Hylda talk about the the barn sale.
Barn sale. Well, I was going to say though, for that 140 odd members,
right?
That's amazing, because clubs are struggling for membership, and your membership continues to grow.
Yes.
And I think 3 reasons are right here, right? Because of all the good things you do. But I know, and we'll talk about some of the other events, Hylda, but the barn sale really is a signature event for your club.
Comes up this spring here in the middle of April, and we, as you said, we hold it at the barn, so it's a nice place to have it, plenty of parking, and we're there at 9 o'clock in the morning. We set up the day before and get all ready to go, and everybody jumps in. It's one of those things that takes a village, and we have 20-25 people set up day on the working day to help us out. And Linda's the one that kind of oversees, she and another person kind of oversee the jewelry. And
and I probably misspoke when I said garage sale, because this is elevated. This is stuff is good stuff that we have. People come from all over the place to shop that day, right?
They do.
We have all the household items you can imagine, and lots of nice clothing and purses and shoes and jewelry, as I mentioned. And then another thing that I've thrown in along the line are perennial plants. I have lots of flowers, so I divvy them up every year and bring starts off of that. So that's kind of a little extra thing.
Well, and that's a destination for people, because it is on April 18th. It's from 9 until 3. As we said, it's at the barn at Benham's Grove. But jewelry, I don't know necessarily that you always have jewelry, and you have so much jewelry that you have 2 chairs for jewelry.
Yes.
For the co-chairs, right?
We do. We have so much jewelry. Well, you get a group of women, and over time we tend to just keep adding. And so we really usually have a very nice selection. Actually, last year we had one whole display. It was only Chico's jewelry.
Nice.
We've worked closely with Chico's through the years. They've done some fashion shows for us at our other big event, which is the card party in October. And so it's just, it's fun for those of us like me who love to play with jewelry to just go that day and help people see where there's a wide range. We even have earrings for non-pierced ears.
Okay.
Just a wide variety of things.
And we come up with tools and exercise equipment.
Let's give people an idea, because really this is a one-day only sale, but it's really a one-stop shop, because you can get a lot of items. And I know we say household items, so everything's kind of divided, isn't it, into different sections in the barn?
We try to, and with 130 members, you never know quite what you're going to get as donations each year, but there always seems to be a wide variety of household items, plus the clothing, plus the jewelry and the shoes and purses and small household items.
We often have small pieces of furniture. Sometimes we have estate items.
Yes.
So it's
So
a nice variety.
It's your
of
typical
things.
garage sale.
And everything is out at the very beginning, so it's not like you
Correct.
hold everything. So
We
you want to be
don't.
there right at 9 o'clock.
Right.
It's at 166 North Main Street, of course. That's in
Right.
Centerville. And so every year you do this, and all these proceeds help provide funding for your many activities. I
Oh,
would
yes,
imagine.
and our funding is used for, the club started as strictly giving to the civic organizations, and now we still continue to do that. Local charities, the food pantry, Hannah's Treasure Chest, the Alzheimer's, the Castle.
The police department, the high school.
Yeah, Bridget's Path, so we do many of the civic groups, but really, since 1964, we've begun concentrating on giving scholarships to students from the area.
And these are great scholarships,
Yes,
right?
they are. They've been for Wright State students. They have to meet certain criteria, which is that they keep their grades up, they have to do community service, and of course show a need. But this year we're really pleased also because, as you know, Sinclair has started a Centerville
And
campus.
we're loving it, right?
Yes.
Right.
And the scholarship team, who's been working very hard on this, they made contact with Sinclair, and Sinclair's been wonderful to the group, and we're actually going to begin giving scholarship monies to Sinclair.
Oh, this is a
the
news
first
flash. Great.
year.
Okay, is it going to start this year?
This year, yes.
Wonderful.
So,
same
again-
criteria. You have to be a Centerville, Washington Township
Yes,
resident. Okay.
yes, you do. And we also try to focus, and sometimes it might be a little bit difficult to find out, but we're looking for students who are thinking ahead that they're going to stay in our area, so that what we've done to help them will continue to benefit the community. So we're really pleased about that. It's a little different with Sinclair because theirs is a foundation, but we still get to have our own criteria. We will find out who gets what, how much money, because not being an actual amount of money, we give the big scholarships to Wright State.
Right.
But for Sinclair students, there might be a need for something like tools for their trade. So we can give them $250 or $500, and they've been supplied that. Many of them, don't have the same funds as lots of students do. So we are
Well,
elated.
hats off to you all for doing that.
Yes.
That's exciting because they just opened in January.
Well, they
we'll go-
did.
So how do
we saw
you
an
get information
opportunity.
about the scholarships? Is there a website to go to, or contact a member, or how do you find out more?
Well, no, actually, the Wright State knows how many scholarships we'd like to give and the amount of money.
So you apply
Because
through
we
the
have
school.
at least 5. Yes.
Okay.
And with Sinclair, it will also be through their financial organization
Okay.
there.
All right.
But again, we feel like it's such a great thing for us too, because we meet our Sinclair students that we give to, and now we'll be meeting, or at least learning about where the funds for Sinclair. Being smaller amounts of money for things that they need, there will be more students in Sinclair
Oh,
who
wonderful.
receive
Well,
help.
I'm excited that you're announcing that here on the show.
Yeah. So each year, our different events during the year, besides the barn
Right.
sale,
Yeah.
are the money that we raise, and then typically in May, our board sits down and make a decision about where we can help the community out.
Exactly.
Well, and I know we talked about briefly, you mentioned the card party, Linda.
Right.
I know that is a huge fundraiser
It is.
also, and that happens
It
in the
is.
fall, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
That happens in the fall. And again, because all of our projects, our fundraising efforts go toward projects that will give back to our community. We all feel very blessed to live in such a great community as Centerville, Washington Township, and it's always been our mission then to sort of pay back and pay it forward.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if someone is watching, who would be an ideal candidate for for membership? How do you become a member? How do you join?
Well, we think anyone
Stop it, Hilda's ready to roll.
anyone who is interested in joining a wonderfully friendly club, we would love to be able to talk to. What we do is every month we have a meeting, and at the meeting there is first visiting with other members.
Okay.
It's always a good time. And then we have a wonderful luncheon planned by Pam Moore at one of the nice organizations, either country clubs or one of the bigger restaurants.
Nice. So food is always a great draw.
Yes, and then we have the business meeting. But for me, the women exemplify just an openness, a camaraderie with each other. They're so welcoming and do so many volunteer things outside of even our club.
And basically, at each one of these luncheon meetings, we also have a speaker.
Right.
So what we
Very
do is we
good.
have somebody from the community or one of these organizations or something that we can find out about what's going on in the community so that we're more knowledgeable what's happening and who we can support.
Right.
So that's the big draw.
It is.
And
So
a
do
lot
you
of
have to-
people end up inviting their neighbors or friends.
Yeah.
And that's how it comes about, that we just keep reaching out to other people.
But if you're new to the area and you want to meet a great group of ladies, this is a nice group
Yeah.
to kind of meet.
Absolutely.
And I know you'll show folks the ropes as they join.
And you
right?
can
Oh.
check out our phone number or our website. You know,
Exactly.
the way
Email, yes.
if you don't know anything about our group, that's a way to start.
Yes, because
I wanted to mention, because we've talked a lot about the volunteerism, Donna mentioned their volunteerism. Last year, our 130 some ladies donated
Oh, my goodness.
26,196 hours of their time in volunteerism in the
wonderful.
community. I mean, I just think
Yeah.
it speaks.
It's not just
volumes.
CWCC, it's at our
Right.
churches, at hospitals.
It is.
You name it, and we volunteered everywhere.
You're really
Yes.
volunteering in the community and
Right.
really making a difference with everyone. So that's great. Wow. And then if you so we have the phone number, or you can also email. You'll actually get Donna if you email cwccpresident@gmail.com. But really, you can just go to one of the meetings, kind of see if this
Yes.
is a good fit for you, learn a little bit of information, meet some of you ladies, and then determine whether I think everyone will find it is a good fit, because
Yes.
you can be a very active volunteer, but you can
Right.
also kind of be, could we
Right.
call it a member,
Right.
right?
yes,
Right,
you don't
yes,
have
yes.
to. Right, you can let us know if you're interested in being on a certain committee. But if you're not, if you come just for the camaraderie and the programs, which I think are wonderful, that's okay too. He just had the number up there for the vice president who does membership.
Okay.
And
That'd be a good place to go for that. And then
Yes.
I'm going to say, if you're really interested, come to the barn. Because that'd
Yes.
be a great chance to see, what you have, because we're saying they're household decor, boutique items, clothing, jewelry, books, perennial plants, small furniture. There'll be lots of things.
Right.
Plus, these ladies are all working it.
Something for everyone.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah. I mean, it's something that you are constantly. I know you spend the day prior.
Right.
Now, no early bird sales, right?
No,
Right.
no.
Okay, I want to make sure that's clear. So
Sorry.
even though you're there setting up, you have to, the sale doesn't start until 9 a.m.
Right.
on Thursday, April 18th.
And we do say, we don't open till 9, but Hylda is a great coordinator of everything that occurs.
Well, I have two. I have
Yes.
not a co-chair. I have two other co-chairs.
Okay.
Yeah. Dorothy Campbell and Andrea are my co-chairs for the overall. And then we have people that are in charge of all kinds of areas. So
Yes.
it takes a village.
And then at the end of the sale, where does that?
Well, what we do
Rewrites go.
then is we actually, some things go to Hannah's Treasure Chest, the books go to the library, the clothing goes to Clothes at Work, some of it. So, and then we give to either Goodwill or St. Vincent's, so that we
Salvation
try to
Army, yes.
recycle and still giving back to the
Always
community.
giving back.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you start fresh every year.
Right.
All
Oh,
these
yes.
items,
Oh, yes.
are freshly donated from all
Yes,
of your
they
members.
are. We don't save things from prior years. Everything comes in, and we do check the quality. If it's something that we think, doesn't meet our standards, then we would not even put it out into the barn.
These ladies have high
So-
standards. I know that. Well, thank you so much for your time today. For more information, we'd love you to stop by to the barn sale. It is at Benham's Grove. It will be on Thursday, April 18th. It opens at 9. Make sure you're there. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.